It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in... And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Second down, another run with Taylor. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Richardson off the play fake. Right side complete. That's Woods. He's got room at the 30. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 1st and 10. Taylor now. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Richardson now on 2nd down. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. They'll run with a 29-year-old Melvin Gordon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career. And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career. Now Gordon on 1st down. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Houston. Melvin Gordon, 59 yards. And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Going for it on 4th, Richardson. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Spike 60. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Yellow, zoom, smash, red. Hey, green. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Open man there is Collins, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, set. 33. Yellow. Chop. 17. Yellow, go. Blue striker. Check 37. Go.
They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Melvin Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans have moved out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A give for Taylor running right side. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 81 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go, set. It's 45. Wide.
Cut.
22 needle. Cut.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Black Ultra.
Ford is Mike.
Ready, go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Rolling to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Flushed out right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
52 blaster.
40. Not today, you are. Not today.
Go pink.
40's Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, 40's Mike. Right there.
Ready.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Drill, 52.
Mike 40. Check Mike 40.
Hey, red.
You got nothing.
Blaster, 6.
Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Stroud to throw it. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
In motion, the tight end. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
36, 36. Check 43. Check it backer, check it backer. Hatch it.
Fury, yellow. Ready.
Stroud looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards that time for number 19. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here. Maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
10 cycles.
Watch the run, watch the run. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here we go.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Watch the square.
Red cycle.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey,
Hut.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. They'll roll him out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
switch. Back.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Steel, black. Ready, go.
And Stroud now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
60 Maverick.
Off play action. Richardson rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 37. Ggz kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Slot man moves right.
Pause red. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
First and 10, it's Stroud. Delivering again to Gordon, and he's got him again. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Stroud working out of the gun. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Mike 40. Check. He's coming. All day, baby. All day.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, first and 10. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Stroud now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Laying out is Davis, and he's got the football. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Stroud out of the gun here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll buy some time right. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
97. Blue striker.
Play action. Stroud now. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. He's got room at the 30. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic.
Here's Gordon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Flush to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
That's trash. Sponge.
Black Ultra.
Showing it.
Now Stroud. Buying time to his left. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
They'll check this one down to Taylor.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And Richardson yet again. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. Richardson to the air on first down. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Colts! Alec Pierce with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, here's Stroud. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more.
And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Houston. Melvin Gordon with career touchdown number 70.
And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson.
This is Smith with a grab. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
On 1st down, Richardson. And he's got Pierce. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Richardson.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Now Richardson.
Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Here's Richardson.
Touchdown! Mo Alley Cox from 10 yards out.
And the Colts have got it back to within a score.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They run it here with Gordon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Texans, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.